Welcome, ladies, degenerates, and gentlemen, back to the DeGents podcast. We are here through week two, and now we're fully in it, baby. I mean, it's gone by so fast already. I'm here with my co-host, Big Rich. What's going on, buddy?
Foski, how we doing today, man? I know you're saying it's going by fast. It always does. 2 weeks in, and looking all right so far. And we got week 3 coming up. Slate, not my favorite, but hey, either way, we got football this weekend, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, yeah, and we're gonna do regular scheduled program here, but we got a couple things before we get into it and recap the games and go through the slate. Week one, we had another hat bet. I lost on the Ravens' devastating Sunday night loss. So I have my hat right here that I'm going to throw on for the rest of the episode that my lovely friend Rich picked out for me. I'll get a little closer here so you guys can read. It's probably backwards, but
No,
yeah, that's me.
perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, other than what it says on the hat, it's a nice little hat, and you got the black and white trucker. It's clean, but I don't know
So,
if I'll be wearing this one out in public too often.
so I when I was buying the hat, I was looking at it, and there was a whole different bunch of different colors I could have got. But I was like, I think the front logo is enough punishment. I'll give him the
Yeah.
black hat just in case he ever did want to wear it again. So I know the logo is not your favorite, but hey, I
Yeah.
got you. I got you something that probably matches well with a nice pair of jeans and a sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I'll wear it to the next draft next season if I don't do too hot, you know?
Yeah. No, it was funny. I was like, I don't know what to get. Like I was initially looking for like a headgear with like a crow or a raven. I was like, I couldn't really find anything too good. And then you got eliminated in the guillotine league first week, so I said, all right, we're gonna go that way.
Yep,
So
that's fair. I
yeah,
deserve it.
yeah. I mean, you won it
Um,
last year, right?
no, I won it the first year. I was about probably like week 8 or 10 last year.
Right.
So,
Okay. Who was I
but
in
yeah,
it with? Was it Hutchie and Buckets? All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
nah,
I thought it was you and Hutchie with me in the final 3 last year, but
no, I didn't quite make it. I got out on the game that CMC got hurt last year against the Bills, which
uh,
was later in the year because I think it was like a cold, wintry game. So,
that'll explain it.
but yeah, not so lucky this year, bouncing week one. But I would like to say, in a rebuild year, third year of the
Yeah.
rebuild, I'm 2-0 in Dynasty, so I ain't that bad.
Hey, there you go. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. And then secondly, we decided because we did another hat bet last week, which we'll talk about. Um, but we decided instead of buying a bunch of hats that we probably will wear one time for the show and probably never touch again, we're gonna do a little season-long competition between the two of us. Um, So how we're gonna do it is we'll each have two picks, two best bets. I mean, we'll do our regular picks like we normally do, but I think we do our two best picks, one spread, one total,
Okay.
however you want to do it. And
Yeah,
we'll
I'm in.
alternate who goes first each week, obviously, so we don't have the same ones.
Yeah, that's okay if
Um,
we do though.
yeah, I know, but then you get into a situation where you could have a tie with just the two of us.
Yeah, it'd be a little awkward.
Yeah.
Would we both
So
would we both have to face the punishment?
yeah, we would have to figure something out, which we don't have any punishment in mind, but we can brainstorm some things as the season goes along because we still got plenty of time. Um, maybe something funny for like Instagram, not even so much on the show like we've been doing with the hats.
Yeah.
Um, but just a cool idea rather than just going back and forth buying, sending packages over Amazon the whole year. I feel like that's a little bit easier. Do one big punishment at the end, like make some funny reel or like a
Yeah.
and I guess it won't be baseball season by then, but like something like to do the 999 challenge or and tape it or
Yeah.
whatever. Something
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
Absolutely.
out as we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm down. I'm honestly down for that. I like that idea. Oh,
Yeah.
MLB.
So
Okay. MLB opening day. next year.
Yeah, because what that'll be
That'd be right
what, a
in the
couple.
middle. That'd be right in the middle of March Madness. So I'll probably
Yeah,
have a March Madness pod going
yeah, I'm down for that.
right before the Masters week. So it's going to be a good sports time. So we could do that,
Oh yeah,
or we can keep brainstorming. But I like that
yeah.
idea.
Well, will that will put that one on the bulletin board for now,
Yes,
and we'll come up with some other stuff that we could do that would be funny to post. But yeah, let's hop right into it. We'll do that at the end, I would say.
10
And
4.
then yeah, so let's get into week two recap. It's a good week in terms of picks. I went 2-4 week one, now 4-2 in week two. So we're back to 500 just like that. The adjustments worked after firing and adjusting.
Yeah,
But
there
we
you go.
started Thursday night in Green Bay, Commanders, Packers 27-18. Pretty commanding victory, I would say, overall. Wasn't really in question most of the time, and the Pack continued to roll.
Yeah, scary team.
Very, very
Scary
scary.
team. As long. I mean, I know Jaden Reed went down on offense there, but as long as those offensive pieces can stay healthy, I mean, that defense is going to be elite. So they can get 24 points plus a game. I mean, see you later, rest of the NFC. I mean, I think they're the lead dogs right now. I
Yeah,
put
I would agree.
I'd put my money on them just through 2 weeks. They destroyed Detroit, which we'll get into their Detroit's week 2 game here. This in this episode, but Detroit doesn't actually look that bad overall, and they made them look really, really, really bad. And yeah, they beat a good Commanders team, and they look unstoppable. It is early, but they look unstoppable.
Yeah, no, definitely best all around looking team through 2 weeks, and I don't think there's much of a question about it. Um, Jaden did kind of get banged up a little bit towards the end. His knee, he was kind of limping around, trying to scramble back and keep them in the game late for some magic. And I believe he's questionable going into this week. So something to keep an eye on. There was actually a bunch of injuries, bunch of significant injuries, I should say, this week that we have to be aware of when we get into when we get into the slate for week three.
Yep.
I'm checking on it. Yeah, questionable right now,
Yeah.
day to
Day to day.
day. So keep an eye on that. Obviously, we had Joe Burrow, who's probably going to be out for the year. Austin Eckler also towards Achilles in this game, which sucks for him. He's just a solid vet. Hate to see that happen in week two.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, Packers take care of business. And I guess we'll start it on Sunday with Pats Dolphins. This was our other hat bet. I was on the Patriots. You were on the Dolphins. The Patriots take it home 33-27 with some late game craziness on special teams. They had a punt return for the Dolphins to
Wow.
take the lead. And then immediately
Yeah.
after, Gibson takes it to the crib to put the Pats up. Um, and yeah,
That
Pats
was
Pats
insane.
take it. Yeah, I don't know.
The Pats took it.
I'm sure there's been something that's happened like that, but I don't know the last time if I've ever seen two back-to-back returns on special teams like that. That was nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say it's probably happened before, but
Yeah.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Right. Yeah. That was pretty wild. I remember I was at my brother's house, and we're outside watching it, and the Dolphins took the punt return, and I was like, "Fucking game's over." God damn. And then I wasn't even like looking at the screen. I was just on my phone or whatever, scrolling. Then everything just starts going crazy. I was like, "Holy shit, they did it!" So it was
Yeah.
cool to see. It was really cool to see. I thought the Pats overall played really well. I think they kind of, I mean, defensively, they kind of let them stay in the game a little bit. But they made the big plays when they had to. Milton Williams with that sack there at the end, that was massive. Um, so so yeah, a lot better week 2 for the Patriots.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 overall sacks for the defense. Got blessed towards the end there with the pick on Tua too. He threw it right to the
Yeah,
linebacker. That was about as easy as it gets. Drake
yeah,
looked really good. I saw some very impressive throws that I'm very happy with. And Mondre had a really good game too.
yeah,
Let's see, 142 total yards. So big day for him.
yeah.
But yeah,
Massive.
Pats look good. Beat a team that I believe they should beat. Um,
Yeah,
a team that is not very good in my opinion. So that's good to get the first W on the board for the Pats. And
absolutely.
as far as the hat bet goes, I think, like we said, since we're gonna transition into the season long thing, I would say instead of me picking out another hat for you, I will just. What do you think about me just going first for the first week of our season long? That will be your punishment, as I get to go. I get to pick first.
Let's the punishment though. Let's do. You can do that, but how about you start out at 1-0, just so you have an extra game, so we don't end up with a tie.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. I'm in. Yeah,
I
that
think
works.
you start 1-0, long season.
I guess, yeah, because that's technically a pick that I would win. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
All
let's
right, cool.
use that to your advantage a little bit.
All right, early lead it is.
Yeah, the tortoise wins the race at the end of the day. So
Alrighty. Next up we got Rams, Titans 33-19. The Rams take it. Again, similar to when the Titans played the Broncos in my I do want to preface, I was on the golf course for the first half of the 1 o'clock games. Um, so I didn't see much, but I was looking through the box score here, and Titans were in this game, man. They were up at halftime, 13-10, and then the Rams just took over this game late. So Titans go to 0-2. The final score looks bad, 33-19, obviously. But again, I don't think they're playing as bad as some of these results may look. Cam Ward had some nice plays, but the Rams are a solid team, so it's going to be tough to hang for 4 quarters with them,
oh,
even if the Titans are playing well.
yeah, yeah, a tough start to the year for the Titans, just scheduling wise too. At at Denver and then hosting the Rams. So definitely not the start you look at the schedule and you're excited about as a Titans fan. But definitely some good things in those games that you should be excited about. Is all I really have to say about the Titans. Nothing really spectacular. With that one broken play where Cam Ward threw a touchdown across his body, across the field. I mean, definitely not a throw that people, what's the word I'm looking for here? Recommend that you make, but
No.
just maybe, I mean, maybe one of those throws where the superstars make, and maybe Cam Ward just fine tune the snap to snap game, those the easy reads, and then if he makes a superstar plays, man, you guys got a keeper. So yeah,
Yeah, 100%. But anyways, the Rams win and cover there. Next up, we got, as we were speaking about Joey B. He goes down with what they're calling turf toe, but it's a grade 3, and they're saying minimum 3 months. He did go into surgery, I believe, yesterday. They announced he will be getting surgery, so he's basically done for the year,
yeah,
which sucks because I took him to win the MVP, so that won't be happening. And it just sucks for the Bengals because they even pulled out a win with Jake Browning in this game. And after being known for their slow starts, they go to 2-0, and now their superstar quarterback will be out for the year. So 31-27 was the final there. If you had the Jags plus 3.5, I am very sorry for you because that was a brutal non-cover. They were up the whole game too.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, just kind of just sucks that Joey B went down, really, is all I'm taking away from this game.
Yeah, it does suck. I mean, shame on the Bengals, but for allowing Joe Burrow to constantly have an O line made of Swiss cheese. Um, It's unfortunate. Such a unbelievable talent, and seems like an even better dude. He's just been getting beat upon for 5 years now. So shame on the Bengals. The owner should sell the team, sell to someone who actually cares about their star players. And yeah, the going to 2-0 though. I mean, they're probably the luckiest 2-0 team in the league,
Yeah.
if you'd agree. 7 total yards week one in the second half. They came out with a win. And then Joe Burrow goes out early, and their backup comes in, throws 3 picks, 2 touchdowns. Who's moving the ball pretty well, but still threw 3 picks, and you guys still won the game. So, Bengals, you guys got a horseshoe up your ass, and we'll see what you guys got this week.
Yeah, it's tough. Bengals ran for a total of 48 yards too. So it's like they didn't really,
No.
like I said, if you had the Jags, that's tough. I mean, we talked about it, and Jamar showed up like we said he could at any time, and
Yeah.
even with 3 picks from the backup, they still found a way to blow that one. But yeah, next up, Ravens hosting the Browns 41-17, the final there. Um, yeah, never really in doubt here for the Ravens. Like I said, I was on the golf course for the first half, and I looked at my fantasy teams, of which two of them I have Derrick Henry in, and I saw his score at halftime, and I was like, how, how? I think he
Yeah.
had 6 rushes for like 7 yards, maybe at halftime or
Yeah.
something like that.
And the
So that was
Browns
weird,
defense
but
is good, man.
yeah, I mean, they stuffed him. Apparently, he only had 11 carries throughout the whole game. Um, but still, that's not a Derrick Henry. It's not a Derrick Henry game, but they took care of business through the air. Obviously, Lamar 19 for 29, only 225, but 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
The Ravens look like the Ravens.
Yeah. You want to know one thing I'm sick of in the gambling world is losing an under on a 28-point fourth quarter.
Mm. There's
Is
been a
this
lot of high scoring fourth quarters through the first couple weeks too.
and it's just one of those things that drives me absolute bananas in a blowout game like this. I mean, it wasn't really a blowout at that point. It was 20-10 going into the fourth quarter. I
Yeah.
had the under 45 and a half, then it closed at 46 and a half. Didn't matter. Both numbers got beat, but I just 28 points in the fourth quarter in a game that ends up a 24-point win for one team just drives me nuts. I hate it because the whole game for 3 quarters, I'm like, I know I'm on the right side, and I just get torched at the end, and it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, like I said, there's been a lot of those games where there's been a ton of points in the fourth quarter. I wonder if it's a little bit of just still early on where guys on defense don't have their legs under them
Yeah,
just yet. So it's a lot easier to move the ball and when guys are tired late in the game. But yeah, that does suck.
yeah, it is. It does suck. It's aggravating. It's very, very aggravating.
Next in the AFC East, Bills 30, Jets 10. This one again, never really in question. 20-3 at halftime. Bills take care of business in the Meadowlands, and they move to 2-0 as they should against the Jets. Again, I didn't see much of this game even once I got back home and put on the second half of the games, but
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a snoozer. Like I don't really think the Bills. I mean, defensively, definitely a big upgrade from the week prior. Um, Jets took a big step back. I know Fields got a little banged up there, but before that, he was 3 of 11 passing. Um, he rushed the ball pretty well, but Josh Allen did not look good in this one. I know he got a little banged up too. I think he might have broke his nose. 14 of
oh
25.
yeah,
But thanks to James Cook, the Bills win this one easily. 132 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. So big day for him. It is one of those games like the Bills don't have to play their best, and they're gonna win. They're gonna win these games. I
Yeah.
don't, and I don't think it should have been as big of a win as it was, but that's what's going to happen when you're a really good team in this league.
Right. Yeah, Fields went into concussion protocol, I believe. So we'll see what his status is going into next week. Or else we'll
Yeah,
see Tyrod Taylor.
yep, Tyrod.
Next game in NOLA, Mac Jones beats the Saints 26-21.
Woof.
Uh, yeah, but I think we talked about it a little bit where you just kind of plug and play in that Shanahan system and it can work even if you don't have a superstar. He threw for 279, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, oh,
Um,
yeah,
Rattler actually didn't have a terrible day either. 207 with 3 tutties, no picks. But the Niners get the dub, and they moved to 2-0 as well with all their injuries. So this is the team that I could see kind of maybe being a sleeper because Purdy's down, Kittle's on IR, Ayuk still hasn't even really we haven't even heard any news about him coming back.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I mean, if they can squeak out a couple more wins here through week 4, we'll obviously get into this week. I don't know exactly what their schedule's looking like, but if they can get through these injuries and get some guys back, it could be a good year for the Niners back to where they usually are, competing for the NFC and maybe getting to a Super Bowl again.
yeah. I think that's definitely in the realm of possibilities for this Niners team. Obviously, I think they got to be fully healthy for that to happen. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, if they can have a couple games above 500, maybe even around 500, maybe just a game above 500. Once they get fully healthy, I think they can be dangerous. So as long as they can keep on, I wouldn't even say squeaking out these wins, but I mean just getting these wins and moving along to the next week and getting healthy, they have a chance to be really good.
Yeah, and I actually did just take a quick peek at the schedule. It is not entirely difficult.
Yeah, well,
Um,
they got the Cardinals and then the Jags, I think, right?
yeah, I think the 2 games against the Rams look like the 2 hardest to me.
Yeah, those are going to be tough. Those are going to be tough games, regardless.
Yeah, I mean, Bucks, Jags. After the Jags, it's Rams and Bucks Falcons. Those will be two good games. Texans Giants, Rams again, Cardinals again, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts, Bears, and then they finish with the Seahawks. So very winnable games on that final stretch there for sure.
Yeah, especially that. I mean
I
that'll be
mean, if the Colts continue the way they're
yeah, yeah, definitely some
oh,
winnable games. I think we're a little off synced right now. I think you caught me in a glitch. I caught you in a glitch there. But I was just saying, yeah, once they're fully healthy too, if they can get that core back for those games towards the end of the year, they should have no problem making the playoffs.
oh, yeah. All right, next up was a crazy game. Giants Cowboys. Cowboys take the win in OT 40-37. Brandon Aubrey hits a 65 yarder to send it to
Oh
OT.
yeah,
That guy's a fucking stud, probably the best kicker in the league. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and
No doubt.
Russ actually had a pretty good game, and then he basically lost the game with that interception at the end there.
Yeah. So Russell Wilson, everything's looking all good, and he's having a great game, and just like that, just gives it away. So Russell Wilson will always be Russell Wilson. Malik Neighbors, fantasy owners are probably ecstatic with this past week. He had a fantastic game, like 2 great catches too in those touchdowns. Um, and yeah, I mean, defense has got to play a little bit better, and but I don't think the Cowboys are that bad, and I don't think this Giants team is that bad if they just have the right pieces in the right spots. You know what I mean? AKA sit Russell Wilson and put Jackson Dart in, or even Jameis Winston for that
Yeah.
matter. Like Jameis Winston can do that.
Hmm.
He
He
might
might
throw
throw.
he might throw another pick instead of just the
Yeah, I was gonna
one.
say.
But I mean, you guys are going to score some points, and I mean, so yeah, that bet was I had the over 44.5 in that one, and that's exactly. I knew the Giants were a better team than that, even with Russell Wilson there. I knew they were going to score some points, and that's what the Cowboys do. They score points, so I love that play. That would have been my favorite total of the week too last week. So maybe I should start
Yeah.
with a win too.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised at how poorly the Giants defense has played. We talked about it. We talked about it early on. Um, how, at least on paper, I mean, the front seven looks just unbelievable, but they have not played well really at all. Um,
Yeah.
and it's funny, the Cowboys have a really good offense, and they could use just like one superstar player on defense, and they'd probably be top of the NFC.
Yeah.
I wonder who they could get.
I wonder who could apply pressure to Russell Wilson a little more in that game. Could have made him. Who could have pressured him a little bit? Make him make a couple more mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anyone right now. It's weird.
They might have to draft one this draft, and then not pay him.
Yeah. Next up, we touched on it a little. Oh, I heard him. I heard him.
You hear all this?
They're going at it.
Oh my god, they've been going at it the whole time. Poor
uh,
Shan.
we touched on it a bit earlier. The Lions, when we were talking about the Packers, 52-21 at home against the Bears. Amon-Ra, 3 tutties. Just an absolute clinic put on by the Lions here. 334, 5 touchdowns total for Goff. Yeah, that Lions offense just right back to where they left off in week 2 here.
Yeah, Dan Campbell showed Ben Johnson what a good offense looks like. So yeah, that was a good game for the Lions there. Obviously scoring the 52 points. They definitely needed to get the rust off the tires week 1. The Lions are going to be a good team. After seeing that game, I'm a little nervous about my 9.5. Just because, I mean, if they can put up 50 points in a game, they should win more than 9.5 games for the course of the whole season. So definitely a little worried about that one. Tough division though. They got the Packers one more time, got the Vikings twice, and then this Bears team one more time. So I'm not all is lost there, but I definitely lost a little bit of faith in that play. I had a question for you though, Fuski. I was looking through the offensive player of the year odds today, and Amon Ra is at plus 2,500. And his odds are higher than Nico Collins. I took Nico Collins at 2,000 before the season. Nico Collins is now at 2,200. But I figured after Amon Ra's uh, unbelievable game the other day, he would have been jumped up pretty high. I wasn't looking for him. I was just seeing where Nico was based on his first couple of weeks to see if that bet of mine was toast. But I was just shocked to see Amon Ra that low after that week. Would you think about taking that Amon Ra at 2,500?
I probably wouldn't think about taking Amon-Ra Offensive Player of the Year. Only because similarly what we talked about with Saquon and AJ Brown and Devonta Smith in the Eagles offense, where I could see like Jahmyr Gibbs having a huge game and Amon-Ra not really contributing that much, or
Yeah,
Jameson Williams. Like, just there's too many options in an offense like this for me.
yeah,
Um, and I mean, like, there was a couple other wide receivers. This, like, Jamar had a huge week. Malik Neighbors had a huge week, and I don't see Amon-Ra doing that week in and week out sustainably to be like a clear top 3 or top 5 option at that award personally.
I
Um,
got you. Yeah, I just thought it was interesting that
yeah,
his odds were higher than Nico Collins. I mean, Nico Collins has had 80 yards and 1 touchdown through 2 games, and Amon Ra 3 touchdowns and 150 yards just last game. So I was a shock to see that. I do understand what you're saying there. I think maybe um, it's just tough on that offense, especially with Gibbs, who's going to get the guaranteed touches every single week.
Hmm.
Probably end up putting better numbers. Maybe that's why Amon Ra is a little lower. But yeah, I just wanted to hear your take on that.
Yeah, that's where I would lean. I mean, you never know. I guess it's not. I don't think it's a horrible bet. I just think it's kind of more of an outside chance than anything. And there's probably a couple players that I would rather
Yeah,
take even at lesser odds.
yeah. So you think that 25-1 pretty justified?
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. I mean, obviously we're 2 weeks in, and he's going to be after that game, he's going to be up there in terms of total stats for pretty much any wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, that's true. Only 2 games.
Right. Long way to go. Next up, oh no, there's two more games at one. Seahawks at Steelers 31-17 was the final here. Um, Seahawks take it. Were you on the Seahawks too?
Yeah, I tweeted that out earlier in the day on Sunday.
Yeah, we both had them there.
Yeah, yeah. The more I looked at it, the more I liked it, and I took it and it hit. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah,
Um,
Steelers. I think Steelers got a little overinflated after beating a Jets team that I don't think is very good. You know?
for sure. Yeah, to jump to a 3.5 point favorite. I mean, that I feel like preseason is probably closer to a pick 'em. I think actually it was closer to a pick 'em because at work, um, my boss is a Seahawks fan, and one of the assistants is a Steelers fan. And before the season started, they did a look ahead bet just straight up between the two of them. And I want to say it was Steelers might have been a point and a half at the time. So for them to jump
Yeah,
up
at
to
home.
2 points after being a Jets team, yeah, that's mostly the reasoning why I was on the Seahawks there. But I mean, the Steelers were up 14-7 at half. They played a good first half, and in the second half, Seahawks just completely stormed away, um, completely rolled the Steelers. So yeah, good hit for us there.
Yeah, it was a, uh, a quick swing because was it a block punt? Or no, it was the Caleb Johnson, the rookie running back,
Yeah,
the kickoff that he just let go into the end zone, and then the Seahawks picked it up for a touchdown. Um, they were up by three at that point. Steelers were getting the ball back, and he just let the ball go into the end zone, not realizing it was a live ball, and that made the game 24-14, and that just took all the air out of it, really, for the Steelers.
yeah, pretty insane if you ask me.
Yeah, special teams coach probably is getting a nice rip in the meetings this week, I would say.
Oh yeah, Tomlin is not happy with them. That's for
Hmm.
sure. And I am not happy with Caleb Johnson because I drafted him in Dynasty first round, and I've heard nothing but awful things about him in camp. And this dude's just letting balls go, live balls in the
Yeah.
end zone. Yeah, he won't see the field for a while.
No, I have him on one of my teams too, and that's not great.
No, if ever again, he may not ever step on a football field ever again.
Yeah,
Um,
literally.
that's okay. Some picks are busts. Some are hits. You live with the results.
Yeah.
I'm not an NFL scout, so it is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Next game was also a really crazy game to finish off the 1 o'clock window. Broncos 28, Colts 29. Broncos thought they had this game won. We were both on the Broncos. I would say we were probably on the right side.
yeah,
Uh, Kicker for the Colts misses. They call a leverage penalty with no time left on the clock. Move him up just enough, and he hits it on the second try.
Dude, they moved them up 15 yards. That is such an absurd 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, no, it's brutal. Um, that call sucks. I don't really. I guess I get it, but I don't at the same time. Like,
Yeah, I understand it, but
I
you
don't know.
can't.
Just it sucks.
I guarantee you, if you look at the last 60 field goals kicked in the NFL, you will find somebody touching the center on 85% of them. And that's the one
Mhm.
that's called in that situation. F off. F off with that shit. I mean, by the letter of the law, is it the right call? Sure. But no, F that. I lost money. I'm pissed.
Yeah, that one hurt. But Jonathan Taylor did have a fucking hell game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
25 for 165. And Daniel Jones continues to impress. Really, Bo Nix had
Yeah,
a better game too.
yeah, Bo Nix
Just
better.
a tough loss for.
Yeah, tough loss. That was just so aggravating. It was back and forth majority of the game there, and then fourth quarter, Denver kind of goes silent. Didn't need that one.
Yep, 0 points in the fourth. That's not going to win you many games. No, in the NFL.
No, it's not. They wouldn't have called leverage if they needed to score a touchdown there. So maybe it's a Broncos
Yeah,
problem.
right.
Oh man, that one just really pissed me off. I'm
It
sorry.
was
That one
it was
that
bad.
one aggravated me to no end.
Next up, Panthers at Cardinals. 27-22 Cardinals win. And what a backdoor it was for the Panthers. I probably bet them live like 4 times. Don't know
Why'd you
why, but
why'd
I
you,
just had a
why'd
feeling,
you
and they
do
swung
that?
all the way back to cover the original spread, never mind the live spread. So that was,
Oh man.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
know. I was
awesome.
just watching, and I was like, there's no way they fucking just, there's no way that the Cardinals are good enough to blow any teams out in the NFL. That's just kind of what my thought process was.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a stint in this game where the Panthers are going to
Also had a
come.
good day on the course. So,
Oh, there you go. Feeling confident.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Bryce Young looked a little better. I know when you throw the ball 55 times, you're bound to get a lot of yards and a lot of completions. But I'd say he looked a little better. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Hunter Renfrow, and then the other one to the running back Chuba Hubbard. But I think if Bryce Young can play to this stature and maybe even a little bit better, like cleaning up those little mistakes, I think this Panthers team can be all right. I mean, defensively they're going to have issues all year long, but I think if the offense can kind of keep them in games, it'll show some promise, show some life, and going into next year, retool that defense. That they should be a lot better. But as of now, Carolina still sucks.
Yeah. No, they definitely do.
What do we got left? We got
Two
Chiefs,
games.
Chiefs,
All that
Eagles,
month.
Falcons, Vikings, and then the Monday night games. The 4 o'clock slate. Wasn't super in tune with. I was watching them, but some may say had one too many adult beverages.
Oh, that'll happen.
So I watched them. Wasn't really paying attention on too much. This Eagles Chief game was a good game for the most
Yep.
part.
Yeah.
Chiefs,
2017 Eagles get the dub.
yeah. Um, Chiefs. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I don't think Patty Mahomes is looking too good this year. I mean, I know it's Patrick Mahomes and he's going to be fine, but I mean, two losses to two good teams. And I think we said it on the last pod, or maybe even before the year, that the Chiefs aren't going to win, what was it, like 11 games within like 3 points either way. They're not, you can't repeat that. You can't do that again. And like we
Yeah.
talked about that. And, they're on the losing side of this one. And it's the Chiefs. They're a good team. They got the right players, and they're going to get the right players back, like Rashee Rice. And, Mahomes will look better. The Chiefs will be a playoff team. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who they got next. Giants and then the Ravens. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they'll beat the Giants, but then they got the Ravens. Like a 1-3 start, man. I wouldn't hit the panic button just yet, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a rough start with some injuries and
yeah,
tough couple games. Chargers look really good, which we'll get to after Sunday night, which
yeah,
was kind of boring. It was a field goal fest until very, very late. I fell asleep, not gonna lie, but about halftime. 22-6 was the final for the Falcons. JT McCarthy goes down with a high ankle. He will be out next week.
yep.
But yeah, this was not the greatest game. But the Falcons had control for the most of it, and they get the dub 22-6.
Yep. 218 rushing yards for the Falcons.
Yeah,
Ran all over Minnesota. JJ McCarthy did not look good. Like very, very bad actually.
yeah,
And it was just weird. Like it was just a weird like injury report. Like during the game, like watching the game, like they didn't really talk about it much. And then like the day after, they're like, all right, he'll be out this week. So I was like, whoa. So I don't know. I feel like there might be something else behind the scenes. Like maybe JJ McCarthy isn't that good and we made a mistake. But they're throwing Carson Wentz out there, so I don't think
yeah.
that's the case.
Old Carl, yeah. Honestly, I don't. I know he had a really good fourth quarter against the Bears. JJ did in Week 1, but I never
Yeah.
really was very high on him,
No.
even coming in. Um,
No.
I think he can be serviceable for sure, but I
Yeah.
felt like there was a lot of hype around him for what
I
he
think
is, and
I think
I don't really see it.
there's a lot of hype around just Kevin O'Connell just being the QB whisperer. It's like, oh, JJ McCarthy has to be good. It's like, no, I mean, Kevin O'Connell can only do so much. He's on the sideline, right? He's in the game. Like JJ McCarthy's the one playing the game. Yeah, you can coach him up to be better, to make the right reads in the right situations. But at the end of the day, JJ McCarthy's out in that field.
Yeah,
And I was never high on him. I mean, he played at Michigan with they played a style of football that they didn't really throw the ball downfield a whole lot. I know he impressed at his pro days and stuff like that with his arm talent, but I haven't seen it yet. So out of 8 quarters of football for him, only one good quarter, not looking great. We'll see if there's anything that comes from this. Maybe he is banged up. Maybe he's not. Maybe he just sucks. I don't know. We'll see.
we will see. And then 2 games Monday night. We actually missed the second game in our preview, but
Yeah, we did.
Bucks Texans was first. Good game. 2019 was the final for the Bucks. Baker drives them down the field, and they score a touchdown to take the lead with what 6 seconds left, something like that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was on the Bucks. I didn't tweet it out, but I took them plus 3.5. Bought it to 3.5 as dogs, and yeah, I was down for a while after the Texans went up 19, whatever the score was.
1914.
Yeah, and I was like, damn. And then they showed Baker on the sideline, just absolutely fucking locked in. I was like, who am I kidding? Baker's fucking got this. On the field, he's such a dog, dude.
Yeah, Baker is a dog. He definitely has that dog in him.
Oh yeah,
Definitely has that dog in him. I was on the Texans. I tweeted this one out, -2.5. They went down the field and they scored. um, right away. Stroud, great ball. Nico Collins, amazing catch there in the corner of the end zone. Um, and I thought, oh, maybe this is when the Texans start clicking. Like last year, they didn't look all too well. And then just that drive looked great. Chubb was running the ball well. Rookie Woody Marks caught a pass, ran downfield. Offense looked good, and then the O line decided to disappear, and the Texans were the Texans. Very boring game. I don't. Stroud hasn't looked too impressive to me, but it's hard for me to put the blame on him when I heard the stat earlier today. Like I think it's like 56% of dropbacks he's pressured. That's just absurd, insane. Like no quarterback is going to have good numbers and be able to lead a team down the field and score if he's getting pressured throwing the ball like that. Um, so, and I didn't feel like watching that game. The Texas -2.5 is the right side. I lost the bet. I'm okay with losing that bet. I shouldn't have taken them, um, but yeah, that was my breakdown there. Texans O line is in big trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, their defense looked pretty solid for most of the game.
Yeah, as they did in week one.
Yeah, I think they looked a little bit better,
Yeah.
but the Bucks do get it done there. And then a real snooze fest starting at 10:05 Eastern. Chargers 20, Raiders 9. Yeah, Chargers were in control of this game the entire time. They tried their best to give it away. Late fumble by Hampton. Herbert threw it right to a Raiders defender right after that too, and I was sweating out the Chargers and a fantasy matchup with going against Jacoby Myers, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" As soon as they got the ball back, there's like 4.5, 5 minutes left. Hampton fumbles right away. I'm like, God damn! Thought I was safe, and then I don't know. It was just a messy fourth quarter for the Chargers, but they got the win.
Yeah.
Like I said, they were in control most of the time, and Gino and the Raiders just the Chargers defense played amazing. Honestly, they had Gino
Yeah.
in block for the whole game, pretty much. No touchdowns, 3 field goals, and they were just swarming.
Absolutely swarming. Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, I watched a lot more of this game than I initially thought I would. Um, I definitely fell asleep before the game started, and then and then the puppy woke me up. So I want to say, did I see? So I saw the Keenan Allen touchdown,
Yeah.
and so I think I fell asleep. Like I think it was before the end of the game of the Texans, so I didn't even see the ending of that Texans Bucks game. So I didn't. I woke up to that score, and then I was woken up. So I ended up watching the end of the first quarter there all the way through to the third quarter, and I fell asleep. But I was actually happy that I was able to watch a Monday Night Football game that started at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and it happened to be an absolute snooze fest. I can't believe I didn't fall back asleep. I'm
Oh
shocked.
yeah. The first game was so much better, especially the
So much.
ending.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I was on the under in this game. I tweeted that one out with my Texans play, and yeah, hit that one. So 101 on the night. Oh, and I was going back to Thursday. I was 4-4 or 4-5 on the week. Let me just double check that. But yeah, pretty middling week. Had a good week one, but 4-5 on the week. So a little below 500, but 10-7 on the season so far.
Nice. Yeah, I'm 6-6 after this week. So much better week for me. But now week 3 is where things can get dicey for sure, especially looking at this slate. So let's hop right into it on Thursday night. Dolphins at the Bills. Bills -12.5. Total set at 49.5. Yeah, this game is gross. It is Thursday, so probably find a way to get on it. But I got nothing for the show. What do you think about this one?
Dude, I got nothing for the show, and I doubt I have anything before the game. I want no part of this game. I want zero part of this game. Um, Initial lean, I mean, 12 points is a lot of points, man. The Bills didn't look all too good, but you know who doesn't look all too good?
Two in the Dolphins.
The fucking Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I want no part of this. I'll watch it. I don't want to say reluctantly, but I'll probably watch the first half of this one in regret not taking the Bills minus 12. But yeah, I got nothing here. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, 95% of the money on the Bills on DraftKings. So that is never something I would like to see on a site I'm on.
No.
All right, let's go to Sunday. Packers at the Browns. Packers minus 8.5. Total set at 41.5. Another game where everyone and their mother is going to be on the Packers.
Yeah.
Minus 8.5. Yep, 96% of the money on DraftKings on the Packers. Another gross one here for me, and
Not surprised.
I got nothing for this one either.
I honestly, initially, I leaned the Browns with the 8.5. I just see this Browns defense giving Love a little more fits than he's seen so far this season. I think it makes it hard for them to score. Packers' first road game. I think the Packers will win the game. I'm not all too worried about that. I can just see a backdoor here. I can see them up 10-14 most of the game, and then some kind of junk garbage there towards the end of the game. So yeah, I got nothing solid yet. I may add it, but it's gross.
Yeah, definitely gross.
Yeah.
Next up in Philly, Rams at the Eagles. Eagles minus 3.5. Total set at 44.5. I've juggled back and forth on this one for sure. Thought about buying the Eagles down, but then I'm like, I don't know. After the NFC Championship game last year, Rams are playing well. Eagles really, I mean, they played the Chiefs, but they played like a battered version of the Chiefs, kind of not the real Chiefs that we all know.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously the Cowboys in Week 1. So, have they really been tested? And same, I guess you could say the same about the Rams, Seahawks, and no, was it who they play? Titans
They play the Titans and Texans.
The Texans, yeah. So, I mean, I think we know where the Titans are. Are the Texans good? I don't know. I don't think so. It's like,
yeah,
it's a tough one.
This is a very tough one. I'm actually interested to see where the money's at. I lean the Eagles minus the 3. I think the one part of the Rams defense that has been able, I wouldn't say taken advantage of, but the one weak point in the defense has been the run game. I mean, I think both teams they've faced have rushed for over 120 each. So, I mean, it's not like they got ripped apart, but this Eagles team, that's what they do. They run the ball and they run the ball effectively. They'll wear you down. So I would lean that way with the Eagles. I'm not sure do you have the money where the money's at in this one?
87% on Philly.
Is it really? Well, 87% of the money line. You had to click that. The spread, 58% of the spread is on Philly.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I would say that's kind of where I expected it. Maybe right around where I'd expected it. Maybe even a little bit more on Eagles. Maybe a 60-40 split there. But yeah, that's where I lean. I actually may add that one. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm getting antsy already. I want to just fire away. I'm going to hold back a little bit. I don't love this late.
The last thing on that game is we saw Devontae kind of get back to vintage Devontae. last week against the Titans, and I know there was talks about the Eagles secondary being kind of the weak point in the defense. That's something that would worry me a little bit about the Eagles side, with Puka and Devontae, obviously. So again, I'm gonna lay off. It'll be a good game to watch for sure.
Yep.
Steelers at the Pats. Steelers -2.5 in Foxborough. Total set at 44.5. I will be at this game.
Whoa.
Yeah. I will be there.
Little Gillette tailgate action, huh?
Oh, yeah. 1:00 game. Weather should be good.
That fires me up. I'm so jealous. So fucking jealous.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I don't know. I don't think the Steelers are very good, but also the Patriots just beat a terrible Dolphins team.
Yeah.
And I have been on them both weeks so far, the Patriots, that is. And I mean, I will have some money on the game, but for the show, I don't think I'm.
I mean, you're gonna bet the Pats money line.
Oh yeah, Sunday. I mean, if it stays at 2.5, I will take 3 points with the Patriots all day, and just hammer it. But
I didn't know it was at 2.5. I saw 1.5 earlier.
I think it was.
This is your classic reverse line movement? Oh no, there's a lot of money on the Steelers coming in. Oh boy, Fusky.
Who am I kidding? Give me the Pats +3.
Yes.
I've done it every other week, and like I said, I don't think the fucking Steelers are very good.
Fire me up, Fusky. Let's go Pats. Pats. Pats.
Yep, I will be buying 2-3. Always buy the points, and I will be in attendance. So that gives you at least a half a point for the Patriots, anyways.
100%.
You'll hear me on the broadcast.
Yeah, you fucking bums. I got nothing here. I lean the Pats. Steelers just got beat by a good team. Pats lost to what looks to be a bad team after the Raiders got their butt whooped.
Yeah.
And it looks like they beat an even worse team. So I'm not sure where to really lean on this Pats team right now. Definitely a little more optimistic after the win, but how optimistic should I feel after beating the Dolphins? I don't know. I'm going to stay off.
Fair enough. Next up, Falcons at the Panthers. This line was at 5.5 earlier when I saw it. I think it opened at 4.5, but Falcons are up to -6 in Carolina. Total set at 43.5. Panthers, another full touchdown dog almost again.
Yeah.
I think I've taken them both weeks. They obviously didn't cover week 1 against the Jags. They covered last week on a backdoor. Falcons look good. So I think I'm going to hop off the Panthers train for a week here, but I'm not going to lay 6 with the Falcons in the division either. So.
Yeah, no, I'm not laying either side here. But I didn't say I was going to stay off the total. Over 43.5. I love me some NFC South overs. For some reason, all these teams are just so I think the Bucks are a good team, and I think that the Falcons are a good team. But the last couple of years, these teams have just been so greasy and grimy that these games just turn into short fields and points. So give me the over 43.5.
Hell yeah. Nice. Next up in the AFC South, Colts at the Titans. Colts -3.5. Total set at 43.5. I think everyone hearing me say this is going to be like, are you fucking crazy? But give me the Titans +3.5. Colts off an exhilarating win against the Broncos and a huge start to their season. Titans stay home and don't travel. Give me 3.5 points at home with the Rook. It's gross. It's disgusting. Everyone's going to be on the Colts probably. So, yeah, fuck it. I'm on Titans +3.5.
Well, Fuski, that makes 2 of us. Give me the Titans plus 3.5.
Let's go.
This Colts team has come out the gates firing. This Tennessee team has come out the gates stumbling. But this is a good spot, divisional matchup. The Titans have the Colts number as in years past here. I expect a little bit of regression from this Colts team. They beat a bad Dolphins team. They squeaked away a win against the Broncos. So divisional matchup. I expect the boys in Tennessee to be up for this one. The boys in Nashville. So give me the Titans plus 3.5. I love it.
Go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think we need to at some point make some merch. And one of our t-shirts has to be it's gross, it's disgusting, but I'm laying the points. I feel like we always say it's gross, it's disgusting. And it is. It is. You bet.
Sometimes you got to get dirty if you want to make some fucking money.
You got to get greasy and grimy out here.
Oh, yeah. Next up, Bucks host the Jets. Bucks -7. Total set at 44.5. Again, Fields in concussion protocol, so it could be Tyrod Taylor. I got nothing here. I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm also not playing this game. I don't like any of it. I won't even be on it come Sunday.
Yeah, especially with I mean, if Fields was in, I would probably like the over.
Yeah.
But without knowing, I'm just gonna lay it off.
Yeah, that number may even be adjusted after if he was even playing. So
yeah,
this might be adjusted to Taylor already. We'll see.
So we go to DC. Raiders traveling across the country on a short week after playing last night. Commanders -3.5. Total set at 44.5. Jaden Daniels questionable, like we said, and normally I would lay off because of that, but I'm gonna buy the Commanders down to 2.5 and take the Commanders -2.5 at home.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I said, just got kind of dominated by a Chargers defense. They travel from LA to DC on a short week.
Yep.
And yeah, I know there's no Jaden Daniels, but I'm gonna buy it to 2.5, and I'm gonna take the risk, hoping that he plays and could maybe get some line movement also if he does. So yeah, give me the commies.
Yeah. That's the side I would lean to, was the commies. I'm not going to play it, but I am going to take the under 44.5. This Commanders offense hasn't. I mean, I know they played the Packers, but even when they play the Giants, they only put up 20, 21 points. So a banged up Jaden Daniels, an offense that hasn't really came out running here. I know McLaurin didn't have a full off season. I think he's going to take him a few games to get in the swing of it. Their defenses look pretty good, right? I know the Packers put up some good points on, not like good points, but enough to win the game for them.
Yeah.
And the Raiders, man, their offense does not look great. I saw. Oh God, I gotta write these stats down, man. I see them and then I just don't write them down. There was something about the Raiders. It was like yards before contact or something like that for the running back for Genty.
Yeah, they're getting him backfield like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like their average yards before contact is like negative yards. So I mean, not good if your team wants to score points. So give me the under there, 44.5.
Yeah, and like I said, taking the risk with Daniel's possibly being out, but I think Mariota can come in and get the job done too. Mariota versus Geno Smith. That's a fucking quite the matchup right there.
Yeah, it screams under 25 points, but I'll take the 44.5.
Yeah. Next up, Bengals at the Vikings. This will be a matchup of backup quarterbacks, Jake Browning and Carson Wentz. Vikings are favored by 3 at home. Total set at 42.5. I'm going to take the over 42.5.
Ooh. Okay.
Browning threw 3 picks. I don't know. I fell asleep for the Vikings Falcons game, so I don't really know how Carson played, but I know
He didn't
how
play.
Oh, he didn't play at all?
That's why the whole JJ McCarthy thing is weird, dude.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Well, either way, I know Carson Wentz can throw some picks too, so a lot of short fields, a lot of points. Bengals give up a lot of points to begin with.
Yeah.
Give me the over 42.5. No Aaron Jones in this game either. I believe they just put him on IR today, actually. Jordan.
It's a Jordan Mason game coming up, and I will be on the Minnesota Vikings minus 3 points. It's a great spot for them. I think everyone's down and out on them after their shit show of performance on Sunday night there. I think Carson Wentz, a seasoned veteran in the game, will do enough with this offense to get the job done against his Bengals team, who, in my opinion, have been very lucky to walk into this one 2-0. I do think there'll be some points scored. I do lean that over 42.5. But I just don't think I think Browning does. I don't think Browning gets it done in Minnesota. I think he throws one too many picks, and the Vikings walk away with a 7 to 10 point win.
Nice, I like it. Last game of the 1:00 window is in the AFC South. Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags minus 1.5. Total set at 44.5. Pretty close to a pick 'em here. I don't know. What do you think? I'll let you go on this one. I don't really know what to think about this.
Earlier today, when I was looking at the line, it was a pick 'em, but it's now 1.5. I would lean the Texans, but I don't know. I don't want to bet on this game.
Yeah.
I just don't want it. I don't want any part of it.
Jags haven't looked. I mean, they kind of choked that game away against the Bengals last week, but they haven't looked horrible. And the Texans looked a little bit better last night against the Bucs, I would say.
Yeah.
But again, O-line problems, so tough to really pick a side in this one, especially in the division.
Yeah, no, especially.
All right, let's go to the afternoon window where the Saints travel to Seattle. Seahawks minus 7.5. Total set 41.5. Saints have been fighting. I'll give them that. But I don't think Spencer Rattler goes into Seattle and has much success, to be honest with you. I don't want to lay it really with the Seahawks, but that's probably the side I would take under my head. What do you think?
I would lean this. I would lead the Saints. These guys are feisty. I think overall they're playing with some heart. There's some passion there. Tough schedule for them out the gate, and it's kind of weird too. There's 3 NFC West opponents, just bam, bam, bam. And then to make matters worse, they go to Buffalo next week. So the Saints are down bad, but they're feisty. They play hard. I would lean that way. I'm not quite sold on Darnold. I think he's good enough to get the job done in the regular season. Like a middle of the pack team, but I don't see him as a quarterback to win big even against bad teams. I think he'll make some mistakes, keep this game close, and yeah, that's where my head's at. I'm not going to play it though.
Yeah, I just worry about Rattler. First game on the road in Seattle. Seattle's a tough place to play. That's the only reason I would lean toward the Seahawks.
Gotcha.
Next game, good game. AFC West. Broncos at the Chargers. Chargers minus 2.5. Total set at 46.5. Chargers start 2-0. Pretty dominating win last week, and obviously Broncos coming off a heartbreaker.
Yep.
Give me the Broncos +3. Buying it to 3. I will ride the Broncos train here. Yeah, it's another kind of gross one, I think, because everyone likes the Chargers. Chargers playing well,
Yeah.
and after that loss for the Broncos, that's probably tough to get up and come back in the division. But I just have a feeling that they will continue to improve, and they will have a lot more success than the Raiders did running the ball
Yeah.
against the Chargers. So I like getting 3 on the road.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. Um, don't hate it at all. I don't feel strongly about either side here, so I'm backing off. I'm just worried about Broncos in those tight games. Like giving up 30 points to the Colts. Um, the one thing that I would say I would make me lean the Broncos um, is that I'd say the where am I going with this? The Colts, they ran Jay Taylor ran all over them, and the Chargers haven't really found that rushing identity. Um, so I think that kind of saves the Broncos defense a little bit. I think if anything, their passing defense has been fantastic, and that's where the Chargers would try to exploit them. And I think that's where the Chargers could struggle. Um, so I would lean the Broncos here with the 3, but not going to take it.
Yeah, this will definitely be the best defense the Chargers have faced by far so far
Yeah,
this year. So
definitely.
I'm gonna lean on the D and take the 3.
You know what?
I'm gonna lean on the D and take the 3. I'm
Uh,
wearing a fucking unicorn hat, right?
Dude, I had to be like, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
already exposed. It doesn't matter what I say now.
yeah, you're right. You have let the world know where you side here. That's for sure. But yeah, moving on. What do we got?
Yeah,
Cowboys Bears next.
Cowboys, Bears minus 1.5 at home. Total set at 49.5. What do you got?
I want to have a play in this game so bad because I feel like it's just going to be I feel like it's going to be a good game. But just looking at it from like this POV of Bears 0-2, Cowboys 1-1, with a total of 50, and the Bears favored.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
I just don't know where. Like there's going to be some crazy shit in this game. I just can't point to where I think the crazy will be.
Yeah.
So I got nothing as of now. Like 50 is a lot of points, dude.
It is. But the Bears just got 52 put up on them, and the Cowboys have scored 24 or 20 and 33 in their past 2 games.
Yeah. Still, that's just a lot of points.
I'm surprised the Bears are favored. That's more of what I'm looking at. I'm not surprised at the total.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go Cowboys here, gun to your head?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see a world in which the Bears are favored against 90% of the league after that, especially after last week, 2 weeks in. It's like I don't think
Yeah.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, they still got some stuff to work on, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, there's definitely gonna be some crazy in this game. I just don't know. I just don't know where it's gonna be, and I don't want to be guessing
Yeah.
on a crazy game like that. So I'll move on.
Yeah, and it's the last game in the afternoon window. Cardinals at the Niners. Niners -1.5. Total set at 44.5. I believe it's going to be Mac Jones again.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
Cardinals are 2-0. I don't know if it's necessarily looked great, especially considering they played the Saints and the Panthers, and let the Panthers almost get back into that game. And same with the Saints had a chance to win it in Week 1 too. So I
Yeah,
would lean the Niners at home here, but it's kind of yucky in the division, and I don't want anything to do with this one either.
yeah. I may be looking at maybe a Niners live if something goes array early on. So this Cardinals team, as we've seen the first 2 weeks, as you've just touched upon, don't really close out games well. So
Yeah.
well coached team, the Niners. I think if they go down early, I would be looking at a live line there. So I got nothing initially though.
Okay. Well, let's go to Sunday night then in New York. Chiefs -6.5 at the Giants. Total set at 45.5. That's a lot of points, but
It is a lot of points.
it is the Chiefs also. So I don't know. What do you think about this one?
I lean the under and I lean the Chiefs. I'm going to add the under. For some reason, I like unders this week, and it's making me nervous. But I'm going to add the under right now as we speak. 45.5 -112 on DraftKings. Yeah. I just don't see the Giants. I just don't see Spagnuolo letting the Giants do what they did to the Cowboys on them.
Yeah.
And this Chiefs offense hasn't been looking fantastic, and on the road, I wouldn't say a super hostile environment because the Giants have sucked for so long. But I don't see anything changing super drastically for the Chiefs. So give me the under 45.5.
Nice. Yeah, I got nothing there. And then quickly, Monday night, Ravens hosting the Lions. Ravens -4.5. Total set at 51.5. The highest total of the weekend.
Yeah.
This is Monday night. I got nothing now. Honestly, I would lean toward the Ravens. It's a weird number at 4.5, but
Yeah. I would lean that way too, actually.
yeah.
I
If it
would,
comes down, a little bit, probably buy it to 3 come Monday night. But
yeah, I'd say if it gets to the 3 range, I would hop on it. But 4.5 is a weird number.
yeah,
Weird number.
That's week 3. But before we get out of here, we got to do our 2 picks for the season long.
Yep.
I'll go first, and then we'll alternate. You can do whichever bet you want to do first. That'll be the advantage of going first, is you get to pick your favorite one. Next week you'll go first, and I will keep track in a Google Doc, and we'll see who comes out victorious at the end of the year.
All right, let's hear it. Let's do it.
So first, for the season long, my first pick is going to be the Dallas Cowboys plus the 1.5.
Whoa.
Not one that I talked about or put in for my regular picks, but I'm going to take that one.
Okay.
As my first pick.
Okay. I'm with it.
What do you got?
I'm gonna go with the total here. Favorite play of the week is the Panthers Falcons over 43.5. I love me some AFC South unders. Overs, I mean. I think the number is a little bit too low. I think the Falcons will do their thing. I think the Panthers will be scrappy. Get some garbage. Yum, yum, yum.
43.5 is the number.
Yep.
Okay. My total. What's my total going to be? I did take Bengals Vikings over 42.5, but I'm going to do a different one, I think. Give me Pats Steelers over 44.5.
Okay. Are you not putting these bets in with U.S. currency?
No, I will be.
Okay. I was wondering. Okay.
The ones that I said already, like, yeah, I don't know, I like them, but I was going through other stuff here, and I wanted to. I thought about taking one of them that I had written down, but I decided to go another way here.
Okay, I got you. I'm going to join you on picking something that is not my favorite, but is going to be my favorite for this bet that we're doing. And it's gross and it's disgusting, and it's the Cleveland Browns plus 8.5.
Ooh. Wow.
Yep. I did it. And I just added
Holy shit.
I just added it to my DraftKings slate. So I went into this podcast with 4 plays, and I walked out of it with 9, or 8.
I got 7 now. I had 5. Actually, I had the Eagles written down, but I wiped them out right before we started.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's still only 6. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, 6 plays.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, yeah, I'm excited to be kicking off this season-long competition. I think we can get some good stuff out of this. And I like the 999 challenge, but I think we should. I think each week we should bring something to the table.
Yeah, think of some new ideas as we go throughout the season.
Yeah, I think we should each bring something to the table each week, and maybe clip it, throw it out, and then we'll let the viewers decide.
Yep. And just to
know.
clarify before we get out of here, I'm on the Cowboys plus 1.5 and the Pats and Steelers over 44.5 for the season long. And Richard is on the Panthers Falcons over 43.5 and the Browns plus 8.5. So we'll take the lines how they are now. Just to make it easy, if they move, because I have it written down.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just go with, like, if the line changes for the Browns or the Cowboys or something like that for the total, or do you want to just keep it how it is?
Let's keep it how it is. But I would love if the Browns got the 10 points.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is Tuesday. I don't mind putting them in where they close.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
fine.
Because I definitely lean the Browns and like the Browns in the spot. It's not necessarily my favorite number. This is a weird number, 8.5.
That's fine. I'll put them in. I'll double check when the slate is over. I'll go back and look what the line is closed at and see if they moved. I'll put them in as that, and we'll do the records like that.
Okay, 10-4.
Well, that is week 3 preview and picks. We're in it Tuesday night. I still suck at fantasy football.
Yeah. Hey, before you go, any fantasy football advice for the viewers?
Fantasy football advice? Yeah, drop Caleb Johnson. He's not going to see the field ever again.
I mean, your hat says one thing, but I agree with you. I think that's a very solid take.
Hey, ETN looking good, and Wandale, was that your league winner? He had 8 catches for over 100 yards.
Yeah, no, it was one of my sleeper picks. One of my sleepers. I don't think it was league winner, but sleeper for sure.
Yeah, my boy Tony Pollard's getting the usage, but not the numbers so far. Hopefully that improves this week.
I think I touched upon Rome Odunze too.
Yeah, he had a big week last week.
AJ Brown still looking rough. So I'm happy with some of the players through 2 weeks. I know it's a long season. We'll see how it looks, but so far looking so good. And I actually would like to see. I go back and listen to the podcast. I think Caleb Johnson was one of my favorite picks in a round. So not looking good there. I think honestly, if all my takes for the fantasy football pod, if I have 10 great takes and that is one of my takes, I think it just completely trumps all the good takes. And I should be wearing that. And I think I should be wearing that fucking hat. So if Caleb,
I'll send it back to you if that happens.
Yeah, if Caleb Johnson
got the rest of the year,
if he ends the season with negative rushing yards, which he's at right now, I will gladly take that hat.
I'll send it back.
Yes. Okay. 10-4.
All right. Good shit. Good luck, everyone, on your picks. Follow the Insta, subscribe, like, share, comment, and we will see you back for week 4. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, y'all.